Hey guys, welcome back to Analyst to CEO. In this video, we're going to be talking about perfecting your resume. I think this is really important because even if you have the proper experience, knowing how to present it in the best way possible is equally important. I'm going to be sharing a couple tips that I've gained throughout my college and the first couple years of working on how to phrase your resume in the best way possible. My resume personally has gone through over 50 versions because each time I add a new internship or a new club or ask somebody for their perspective, I'm able to tweak something and present myself in a better light. So hopefully this video helps you guys and you're all able to at least adjust one thing by watching this video on your resume. So I think the main thing to note is using strong action language in your resume makes a big difference. Creating an active approach in how you write your bullets is a big thing. Starting sentences off with the words managed, led, coordinated makes your resume seem a lot more powerful than passive words like involved and participated in. So keeping that in mind when you go through your experiences on your resume is really important. Obviously, content and the way you phrase things is key, and it's hard to kind of figure out what the perfect way and how to word things best are. And I would say the best thing that you could do for that is ask people to read your resume, especially people in your industry who are a year or two older than you, doing the things that you want to be doing, because they obviously know best and they've seen their resume look like yours a couple of years before, and they know what you need to write in order to get to that next step. So definitely don't keep your resume to yourself. This is something that I did in the beginning of college. I didn't know that asking people to review it was acceptable, or I felt kind of uncomfortable asking people to look at it. But if you don't ask, you're not going to improve that paper. And getting multiple perspectives is definitely key. Another thing I would say is try to quantify your resume as much as possible. So for example, if you led a fundraiser, mention the dollar amount of money you raised. If you do a task for your internship every week, make sure to say it was a weekly task. Saying how many people you led in a certain project, just adding those words makes a big difference. Quantifies things and makes the statement seem less abstract or vague. So that's something that I learned and started adding into my resume, trying to quantify things as much as I can. So the next point I would say is create multiple versions of your resume. Your resume isn't just the best version of yourself, it's the best version of yourself for the job that you're applying to. And this is something that took me a while to realize. For an investment banking internship and a consulting internship, your resume wouldn't necessarily look the same. Creating a targeted application for each job is what's going to make you have better chances to get that job. It could even be the same experience that you have in both that are just phrased differently, or you're highlighting certain different responsibilities for each role based on the job that you're applying to. And of course, asking people, what do you think makes sense for a consulting resume versus what do you think makes sense for an investment banking resume? That's kind of how you learn, but definitely keep that in mind that it shouldn't be just a one resume fits all. Even though it is you that's applying to everything, there can be different shades of you depending on the job you're applying for. Lastly, a lot of college kids ask me this, and I think it's a good question because this is something I also didn't know. When's the right time to remove your high school stuff from your college resume? And of course, this is something that you should be kind of phasing out throughout your college time. But I would say as a hard rule, junior year, mid-junior year is a good time to get rid of all the things from your high school. Because at this point, you know the clubs and the professional societies, and you have a couple internships under your belt. So your high school experience obviously becomes less and less relevant over time. And of course, there's like those odd exceptions where you might have published something or you did something very relevant to the industry that you're working for. But overall, I would say junior year is a good rule of thumb. Thanks guys for watching. I want this video to be helpful for you. Not just the tips I share, but I also have a mock template resume based on my own college resume that I want to share with you guys. And if you want this and you think it'll be helpful, I can definitely send it to you. Just please comment below and DM me your email and I will send it to you as soon as I can. As always, guys, thank you so much for the support. Thank you for watching. And hopefully this platform, as well as ourselves, grow a lot during 2021. Please continue showing your support by liking, commenting, sharing, following, and I'll catch you next week. Bye.